to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer.
With interception of wire, oral, or electronic communication.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
All right, what is going on, entertainers? So time come tell with another video. We doing a Hollywood Hot Topics, y'all. I do want to say I apologize for one of the last videos that I put up where I was talking about Ashley Janae. She and her fiance, that was her fiance, not her husband. I recorded that video very late, so I kept saying husband instead of fiance. I apologize for that. I don't know why that matters so much, because that doesn't change anything in the situation. If we're really gonna be honest, she's still not alive, and then also he still, I feel like, did it. Husband or fiance, I mean, they're probably gonna get married if she ended up staying alive anyways. So there's that. Now, so I do want to say sorry on that, because I did make that mistake. That was a very late upload, okay? So we should call this video Defrauding the Cases, okay? A lot of these topics on this video is just about people being accused of frauding, lying, whatever you want to call it. First of all, this week has made me realize I was going to start selling digital courses on how to like brand and grow a channel, because right now my third channel, Evner Entertains, I'm in the process of building that up, and I was gonna do like digital courses after I got that one like monetized and finished. I was gonna launch like digital courses to help up and coming, YouTubers, learn certain stuff, like what platforms and stuff to use and blah, blah, blah. I ain't gonna do it no more, no shade. Because the last thing I need is for me start doing it and it don't work for people, and people talking about, oh, he's doing fraud, he's scamming. Y'all know I don't play about my name. So, nope, you got it. I'm not doing it no more. I'm telling you, this week changed my mind. I was gonna do it really, like, just to help out people that want to like do, channels, content creation, all that. Even Instagram blogging. I was gonna even do like a course on that. I'm not doing it no more, because yeah, because you know what's the problem with people? They see it works for you and not for them, and they automatically think you're lying when you can literally give them. And I've done this before. Some people have asked me how to do it and all this, and I've given them the exact formula from beginning to end. Everything I do, I lay it out for them. They either don't do it or they do it and they're not consistent, and then they think it's like I either not scam them, but I didn't tell them the complete thing when I did. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm not even gonna risk it. So you got it. Damn, it was gonna be a good one too, but let me know if y'all would still want it. But I don't know if I'm gonna do it, even if y'all still want it though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Andy made the biggest, well, not Andy, Bravo made the biggest mistake with putting Miami on pause, because there's so much going on right now in regards to Housewives of Miami, because this lady right here is a housewife of Miami, and what she did is mob wives level, y'all. So she's getting a divorce, right? About a couple years ago, and it was in the process of it. What she did was she ended up putting a recording device in her ex-husband's car, basically tapping it, trying to get conversations to help with her divorce proceedings. This lady that you see right here, her name is Lisa. So this is how it all happened. They said the arrest warrant for Lisa and her husband, Joddy, they alleged that they placed a secret recording device in her ex-husband's vehicle, and they've been arrested and are facing charge of interception of wire, oral, and electronical communications. Y'all remember when Renee, if y'all watch Mob Wives, y'all know Renee, which was one of the stars on there, it was very similar to that. Renee's husband, ex-husband, ended up putting a wire in his own watch, and Renee ended up giving him like a gift, which was a watch. It was like, oh, take this watch or whatever, I guess for his birthday or whatever. And he didn't even want to take it because he had a wire in his own watch, which would record his conversation with her dad, because he ended up snitching on Renee's dad. So it kind of reminds me of that a little bit, like Mob Wife style, okay? So authorities claim in the warrant that there were recordings including audio of the pair hiding the device amid Lisa and Lenny's divorce proceedings at the time. Lenny is the guy that she was getting the divorce from. According to March 17 arrest warrant obtained by People, the housewife star, who facing a felony charge, allegedly placed a recording device in her ex-husband's car during the proceedings in 2023. The warrant alleges that Lenny loaned his new silver Mercedes-Benz to Lisa after she requested to borrow it, allegedly claiming that she was thinking of buying one for herself. She returned the vehicle 2 days later, and on March 31st, 2023, Lenny noticed a suspicious device in the driver's seat floorboard, which was ultimately identified as a hidden recorder. It was covered in tape, which, upon learning the nature of the device, the victim suspected was used to secure it under the seat and out of view, per the warrant. This was sneaky ass. I don't know. I find little stuff like that funny because if you're gonna do something like that, you gotta be real smart about it. Why would you put it on the floorboard? As if somebody's not gonna be cleaning around their car and end up finding and picking that up. If y'all don't know, that's extremely illegal to do in Florida. Like, that's like extremely illegal, especially when you're going through something like she was going through that divorce proceeding. They said Lenny then alerted his lawyer, and then they hired experts who were able to recover several recordings off the device. The warrant claims that one of the last recordings from before the vehicle was returned to the victim depicts Lisa and Gilden holding a discussion and the distinct sound of a device, such as the hidden recorder being wrestled into place. At one point, Lisa, who has been released on her own recognizance and entered a plea of not guilty, can be heard saying, "Done." It's giving the baby monitors on BGC. Y'all remember on BGC when they placed the baby monitors in the confessionals so they could hear the other bad girls talking crap about each other? That's as close as what you're going to get to that, right? They said, "Done." The device later captured Lenny's conversations with and about Lisa and their kids, his plastic surgery practice, finances, and a construction project, according to the arrest warrant. Lenny told authorities that he confronted Lisa about the recordings and confirmed he did not consent to being recorded. So that's where she gets into some legal mix, because if you do not get consent, it's illegal.
Now, I know you ain't doing that. I can't believe you did this. That's why I don't tell you nothing. Because why you do that? Why I do what?
Okay. He turned the device over to detectives who allegedly recovered deleted material from the device, including a tape of Lisa engaged in intimate activities and other conversations between them. My whole thing is, if you're gonna do a plot like that, right? Why would you then leave the recordings of your conversation with your current man on there, and then y'all doing the dude on there as well? Why not remove it and then put it in? I get that we're testing it out because they want to hear, Attica, test it, right? But you got to take that out. So just in case if they find it, I've never done that before. Okay? Just in case they find it, you could always say, "No, I didn't do it." How do you know I did it? Where's the proof? They say upon further investigation for the warrant, it was discovered that Gilden purchased 2 devices of the same exact make and model on Amazon 3 months prior. That paper trail she left is so nasty. You can't even not take accountability for it, because she probably used her own Amazon account that she uses to purchase groceries. If you watch Housewives of Miami, she always talked about how she orders things off of like Amazon, DoorDash, Instacart, all these things online. So I'm guaranteed that she used her own account to order them recording devices. Your Affiant has reason to believe, and does believe, that Lisa and Joddy, working together, installed the hidden recording device without the victim's knowledge or consent, and secretly recorded conversations between the victim and numerous persons and parties, including patients of the victim. And then on Wednesday, April 15, Lisa's attorney, Jane, confirmed to People that Lisa surrendered to police at 11:47 a.m. The reality star was put into the Miami-Dade County Corrections and Rehab Department on 1 count of interception of wire, oral, and electronic communications, and was given a $5,000 bond. So for you girlies out there that are like stalking on niggas and putting it, recording devices, trackers on the cars, and think that you won't get into trouble, especially in certain states, you're sadly mistaken. Even if you try to catch your nigga cheating. Because if he snaps and tells on you, you're going to be out of luck, Jack. They said Gilda was arrested days earlier on April 12th on the same charge. He was released after posting a $5,000 bond and later entered a not guilty plea, waiving his personal appearance at his upcoming arraignment and requested a jury trial. On his statement on April 15th, he told people this matter is a part of a continuous divorce proceeding and does not belong in criminal court. The initial filing was submitted on March 19 by the Miami-Dade state attorney and listed Lisa and Gilda as co-defendants. Records indicate that their charges were transferred to a new case number on March 20th. Okay? I just feel like stuff like this is what we want to see on Bravo. We're not interested in seeing Housewives of New York. I feel like that franchise has died a little bit ago. Why would you guys put a franchise like this on pause when we have real life drama going on? It's not fake. People are getting arrested. But y'all put it on pause for New York. What sense does that make? Oh, and somebody else who's putting their name in the pot for Miami, Joseline. Y'all, this is what Joseline had to say about me added on the show. She said, all right, Andy, what we doing? I'm in Miami, and my house is bigger than a lot of these tiralejos. A lot of the ladies you had on last season, and my story is better and unique and epic than a lot of them. And I'm actually married to Ballistic. I love my nigga. Can we pick them back up and put me on there? Asking for a friend. Now, Joseline's only doing this because she see K. Michelle and she shook. Okay? She wants the Bravo Torque because her days of Zeus, I feel like, are over, or she does not want to go back. Okay? She is sick of building Lemmy Pepper's empire and she wants a piece of the Bravo pie. Now, Joseline to me kind of ruined her chance. They gave you a little appearance on Married to Medicine and you ruined it. You went on there and you low-key was about to whoop Toya's ass. Now, you did give me a very good line, though, that I still use to this day. Okay, I'm going to let you keep on living it up, not paying your taxes. I feel like on Housewives, she, as crazy as it sounds, I do feel like she would do good. Joseline is funny. When she's not fighting and she's not saying things that are like vile against other women, she's actually hilarious as all hell. Her confessionals would be epic. And not only that, her interactions with the ladies would actually be hilarious. But I don't think Bravo would take the risk on casting her because they would feel like she's a liability because of what we've seen with her, what she's done on Zeus. Not even Love and Hip Hop, in my opinion. It's the Zeus stuff that would scare them. And it's not like she was off of Zeus for years. She just got off of Zeus. But I do feel like Bravo does need to pick Miami back up. Why they're on a pause makes no sense to me. The amount of stuff we're missing is crazy. But y'all got New York boring ass with nothing going on. We don't even know these ladies. We don't even know you, Bob. We don't even know half of the people that's going to be on next season. It's crazy. Now, they did come to support, some of the cast members came to support Lisa in court. Of course, Alexia came.
It's very sad and unfortunate, but we're here to support our friends.
Do you believe Lenny's story, or what do you think about it?
I have no comment. I'm just here to support Lisa.
Do you think she's, did you talk to her before, or you know anything about?
Yes, we've spoken. That's what friends do. We speak when the news came out.
Right.
I called her to let her know.
And know that black woman is not Gertie or Kiki, for those that are wondering, okay? That is not Gertie or Kiki.
I was here for her for whatever she needs.
Well, that's nice. I'm glad you did that. Thanks.
Now, I wonder if Gertie were going through this same thing, would they show up for her? I highly doubt it. They'll probably be laughing and saying she did do it, okay? If she did do that, I'm sorry. I do feel like she needs to get prosecuted for it. That's a big violation of privacy. Imagine somebody recording you without your consent and they're able to listen back to what you're saying. Like, that is so sickening and very stalkerish. I guess she was trying to, like, get one over on her divorce, but it's like, it's creepy. And Dorit, bitch, you better not be taking notes. That PK will nail you to the cross if you think you're slick enough to get away with doing something like this, Okay? I'm just saying. I am just saying, babes, the way PK would get you, it's not even funny. Okay? Let me know what y'all think down about this situation. Have y'all ever been recorded by an ex before? And have y'all caught them recording maybe a sexual situation, conversations, stalked by an ex? Let me know. Okay? And would y'all want to see Joseline on Housewives of Miami? Okay? It would make for interesting TV. On to more defrauding the cases. Next person we have is Alexis Skyy. Now I'm on her side on this because I'm a licensed life insurance agent. I've said this numerous times before. It's public record. If y'all knew my full name, y'all be able to look it up. Okay, I'm licensed in more than one state. Four to be exact. Okay, what Alexis is doing, y'all, is not a scam. It's not fraud. I'm going to explain it in a little bit. Okay?
3-day boot camp to help you pass it in 7 days. If you're ready to become an agent and join us in the call center, comment the word agent below and I'll contact you today.
Give me 1 second.
Well Builders Financial has a brand new call center and we're hiring licensed agents and unlicensed agents. If you need to pass your exam, we have a 3-day boot camp to help you pass it in 7 days. If you're ready to become an agent and join us in the call center, comment the word agent below and I'll contact you today.
Give me 1 second.
Alexis Skyy has had more side quests than a Last Airbender. Okay? So what she's doing, you guys, if anybody that's in the insurance industry, we all know what this is. She has a financial office that may sell life insurance, that may sell annuities, that may sell IULs. And she is hiring people that will the reason why she says unlicensed, usually the goal of these call centers and these jobs that are hiring these unlicensed agents is to get them eventually licensed. Now, it does come with you having to pay a fee. Some companies make you pay a fee for you to end up getting licensed. Some other companies, they do not make you pay a fee to get licensed. It depends on the company. What she's doing is not fraud, you guys. Now, there are certain companies that you have to be careful of because a lot of them are MLMs, such as what Stormy is being accused of doing, which is basically bringing on people. They sell or they do great in the company. They get a portion just off of recruiting them. You recruit people, the more money you make, you get what I'm saying? It's like on and on and on, right? So what she's doing illegally is not wrong. I mean, legally is not wrong. Do I suggest working for any old financial company as a licensed agent? No. And the reason why is you really got to do your research, because as a licensed agent, you have to know how much you're going to get for each policy that you are selling, like the percentage. If you are going to stay within that contract, is there like a renewal benefit for you every time the client renews that policy? Like there's certain things that you need to do your research before signing with just any old company. Do they offer warm leads? Do they offer cold leads? Warm leads are people that are looking into getting insurance in a more serious way. So they're researching it deeply and it comes up in the database. Cold leads are people that just look up the word insurance or something even less serious than that, and they're cold, and people in that company is able to get their information. Those are more harder to sell than a warm lead, which is somebody that's looking to get insurance more serious. So it's a lot of things that factor into it. But what she is doing, you guys, is not a scam. Okay? She, in my opinion, from how I see it, allegedly, is really starting her own MLM company, to be honest. Once again, I don't suggest working for any old company, though, because usually, in my opinion, and from my experience, the newer companies, these newer financial firms that do take in agents, they usually most of the time do not benefit newer agents or do not benefit agents at all because they are a newer financial firm. So they are literally taking more of a percentage of whatever you are selling more than anything. So the percentage cut that you are getting most of the time isn't the most beneficial. Straight up. So you really kind of have to look at the company who's working for. And another company to really avoid, allegedly, is Prime America. I'm going to say allegedly just to protect myself. No, do not ever, if y'all see that, everybody knows that though. That's common knowledge. That's like the biggest one. Prime America. Avoid them at all costs. Straight up. You do not want to do that. You're going to end up with the why would you do that if you do that and you get involved in that mix of that company. Okay? Now, she's getting a lot of backlash because people are saying that she's always starting these new business ventures. She's never finishing them off. I feel like this. You should be able to restart and branch off and do things that are new without feeling ashamed. Because if you are constantly stuck in doing something that is not working for you financially, you're an idiot. So I'd rather be an idiot that tries like Alexis than somebody who stays in stagnant and is broke and is not happy. Straight up. So I feel like her doing this is not bad for her. Now, is it great for agents? I don't know. I never applied to the lady company, so I don't know the percentages and the numbers. So I wouldn't be able to tell y'all. But this is why, as a licensed or unlicensed person, you got to do your research and you have to ask questions. A lot of questions. More specifically, some of the questions you need to be asking is like the lead generation. How is this company going to get you leads to be able to, for you to be able to work for their company? Are they going to give you warm leads, or is it just going to be cold leads? Or are they just going to expect you to find your own leads? If they expect you to find your own leads, 9 times out of 10, you shouldn't be working for that company. No shade. Especially if you're working on just a commission-based structure. Most life insurance jobs are usually just straight commission-based. Rarely you'll find hourly and commission. I've been lucky enough to find that like a couple of times. And I've been also lucky enough to where I worked a finance job to where you were licensed. Like a part of the finance job that they offered was them to be able to make you a licensed life insurance agent. And since I already had my license, I didn't even have to do that portion. And I was able to sell while working that job and make a commission off of it. So those to me are the best type of jobs you can find if you are licensed. If you want to get licensed, is jobs to where if you are licensed, it benefits you in that particular job. It doesn't even have to be just insurance 100% based. Most of the time it's usually finance based. So there's that. Any questions? DM me. Yeah. But nah, y'all, she not scamming. I'm gonna tell y'all that, because if you look on ZipRecruiter, Indeed, they always hire for these type of jobs. Okay. Now, she did reply back to the haters that feel as if she's always starting over with a new side quest.
Y'all gonna put some motherfucking respect on my name. And I wasn't gonna do this, but I said, you know what? I don't ever pop shit and really defend myself, but enough is a motherfucking enough, okay? Because y'all gonna put some respect on my name. First of all, let me make something very clear. I don't care if I had 100 motherfucking jobs. Why the fuck does it matter? Second of all, okay, if somebody pivots and whatever, no matter how many times they gotta start over, at least they fucking try and keep fucking start over until they get the shit fucking right. A lot of y'all just sit and be broke. Third of all, I've been licensed for over 9 months. Okay? Licensed. State license in multiple states. So stop playing with me. Nothing about what we got going on is illegal. I don't play those games. I have a career. Something that some of you guys don't have, okay? So put some respect on my name when you bring it up. I'm a licensed agent, corporate baddie. Now, I want to make this also clear, okay? While some of you guys are sitting here talking shit under the comments, you need the fucking job. So you need to stop talking shit. You're lurking from a page. Don't even follow me. You need the job. That's why you're here. It caught your attention. Also, some of you talking shit needs a life policy, because y'all be posting GoFundMes and fish fries, and y'all need to be contacting me and stop worrying about what I got going on. At least I'm doing something with myself, because a lot of people out here not doing anything. Begging a motherfucker. One thing about me, I'm going to get mine. And I don't care if I got to start over 100 times, but baby, this is the last stop. And I'm a licensed agent. Like I said, again, licensed agent.
Now, Alexis, you say that, I better not see you, okay, in the next 3 months trying to become a medical nurse. Because you say it's the last stop, okay? I'm a big believer and, starting over. But, you said it's the last stop. So you better not be coming up on here trying to be a medical nurse, okay? Next thing you know, you want to be a plastic surgeon.
That, yes, has an opportunity for my team to work at a call center. So, like I said, while you're in the comments, book a free consultation. And if you want to join the team, you might need the money. Come and join the team, okay? Now put some respect on my motherfucking name.
Okay, let me know if you guys have ever done any type of job like that. And if y'all are in the insurance company, I really want to hear some of y'all comments on that. Okay, next, let's talk about this Stormy Wellington thing. I knew this was going to happen eventually, but I feel a ways about this. I'm going to tell y'all why. I feel like you as a person should be smart enough to know if you are being sold a dream or a certain proposal, to one, do your research, and two, realize that it may not work for you. Just because somebody has a way with words and is able to make things sound pretty and nice doesn't mean you're going to end up a billionaire, 100,000aire, all those things under that umbrella. So I feel like when it comes to Stormy and this whole situation, she could be blamed, but the people that to me fell victim to this need to be not blamed, but needs to take accountability. Because for you to think that you can be a million, like everybody that has joined her could be a millionaire or make all these hundreds of thousands of dollars a month just from selling products that you can get on several locations, you have to have a little bit sense of delusion in that. I'm sorry. So it's like, that's why I can't be mad at Stormy. She has a good mouth game. So that's on you for believing in her and taking that risk instead of doing your research. Okay. Now, what happened with her is, I feel like something that could happen to a lot of people online, and especially on Instagram and on these social media platforms. But the reason why they're coming for her is because, one, the amount of money she's always claiming that she's making, and then two, her name. Stormy has a big name. She's known to me, I feel like, all over the world. Like, a lot of people know her white or black because of who she is as a person. Like, if you think you could become a millionaire by selling lipsticks and or weight loss powder proteins and juices, really, you get what I'm saying? Like, we gotta be real realistic with ourselves. And so Wellington was accused of using deceptive earning tactics to recruit members for health and wellness company Total Life Changes. She always advertised the TLC and cosmetic brand Pharmaza, claiming they could earn 5 figures or more. According to an exclusive interview with Fox 26 Houston's Isaiah Carey, the health and wellness advocate has since undergone an investigation with the FTC and has signed an agreement with the agency vowing to not mislead her followers or recruits, a decision she says significantly affected her career. I don't know where this came from, she said. I really don't know how this happened. My career has been significantly affected by the allegations, but the truth is what happened is already in the past. She explained during her interview published April 15. One of the things that I have to change is my messaging. What she means by that is, if she says, hey, if you join TLC, you're going to be a millionaire within 6 months, and somebody's not a millionaire within 6 months, somebody could say it's false advertising, because I was in a millionaire in 6 months. But why would you, as a person with logical thinking, think that you could be a millionaire within 6 months, like Stormy or somebody similar to who may have done it? Keyword may, because the way all of this could be proven is if she's able to provide paperwork of people that were under her companies that became either millionaires or have made $30,000 a month, $40,000 a month, selling or doing whatever her business practice is. That's how all of this, to me, could be proven correct. But if she's not able to provide that, then what does that tell you? They said Wellington told Carey that while she strongly believes and often teaches the power of manifestation and affirmations, her experience in recruiting has led her to recognize that wishful thinking isn't effective in direct sales or network marketing. You know what this reminds me of? If you guys watch Beverly Hills Housewives, there's a lady that goes by the name of Amanda. They accused her of the same thing because she has a manifestation business, right? She has a manifestation business. And the ladies all came at her this season. For the ones that do watch Beverly Hills, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Of sort of like scamming and sort of making false practices just to gain a lot of money. And she's gained a lot of money from it. But I feel like Stormy's teachings are telling you to stop doubting yourself and to stop thinking less of yourself and to have a higher way of thinking. And I feel like that's always been her message. Is that considered a scam? In my opinion, no. And I feel like a lot of people do this, but they just do not have a big name as Stormy. So a lot of people online I've seen have very similar programs like her, very similar programs like Amanda, but they do not get in trouble because they are not as big. They do not have that big of a name. I can guarantee you, Amanda, months from now or a year down the line, she's going to be going through the same thing that Stormy's going through. Because with her appearing on Bravo, as much as she's going to be, because I could guarantee you they're going to invite her back to another season. This woman, for y'all that don't watch, she has a program not 100% similar to Stormy because she doesn't sell products, but she sells digital courses. Digital courses that teach you ways to manifest money and to have a higher way of thinking and to better your life. Right? Anybody that can buy those programs and those digital courses could say, oh, that didn't work. She's scamming. She's just, getting people's money and providing these videos. She does have a refund policy that you could get your money automatically back. She has said this on an interview with Carlos King before. So that's why I feel like those two could kind of be compared in regards to me. I don't feel like it's a scam because to me, scamming is you thinking that scam is literally stealing from somebody because they clicked something, you took their information, they didn't get anything that they thought they were going to get. But if you are paying for certain information or a motivational type of program and it does not work for you, in my opinion, that's not scamming. They told you that this may or may not work for you. And you should know that as a logical person, that you need to do your research on signing up for something that is based a lot on possibility and not 100% guaranteed. How would that to me be considered like scamming? Because I wouldn't do it. That's how I feel. Like, I feel like something's not 100% guaranteed and it may or may not work for me. I'm not going to sign up or pay for it. Straight up, especially if I'm not able to see physical proof of these practices working for people. If I'm not able to see paperwork proof of this person worked for that person, it worked for this person, they were able to do that. This is how much they sold after doing my courses. This is how much they made after joining my program. This is how much they made on this month, that month, up until this year. If I'm not able to see that, I'm not going to pay for it because I'm going to automatically think, oh, this is just more so motivation. They said, however, she maintains that the recent FTC lawsuit does not diminish the impact of her work in uplifting millions of women and helping increase their earnings potential. Coach Stormy Wellington has a large fan base of African-American women who look up to her as an inspiration and seek to work with her for mentorship. I tell everybody the same thing. If you go and buy a Tylenol from the store and it says it's going to get rid of your headache and it doesn't get rid of your headache, does that negate the fact that hundreds of thousands of people took a Tylenol and they got rid of their headache? It just didn't work for you. I'm not going to negate what I have done. Coach Stormy said flat out, I'm not going to also negate that there are some people that may have thought they were going to make certain money, but didn't do the work. Okay. In the multi-level marketing MLM companies, individual participants sell products or services while also recruiting new members who in turn do the same. According to the FTC complaint, Wellington benefited from recruiting new participants through allegedly false or misleading income claims. Now, the income claims is what is always advertised on Instagram. Oh, you can make this amount of money if you join. It's basically advertising. You could do this, you can make this amount of money, all this stuff. if you join this month, you'll make this amount. Those are the misleading claims. According to FTC complaint, Wellington benefited from recruiting new participants through allegedly false or misleading income claims and YouTube videos and social media posts. She allegedly enticed recruiters by suggesting they could earn substantial sums, sometimes hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. For example, in a Facebook post promoting TLC, she wrote, "I will help 1,000 families make 5 to 7 figures in the next 90 days to 12 months," the complaint alleges. So my whole thing is that statement in general. You as a logical person, why would you just go on and just take that as Bible? That's what I want to know.
Now, I know you ain't doing that. I can't believe you did this. That's why I don't tell you nothing. Because why you do that? Why I do what?
To me, that's manifestation. She's manifesting that she can do that. Now, will she probably do that? No. If she could do that, the lady would be God at that point. Straight up. She would be a spiritual figure if she's able to do that. Just like God broke those that loaf of bread and fed all of those men, Stormy would be doing the same. But guess what? She's manifesting that. She's putting it out in the universe that she could do that. But guess what? When she attempts to do that, 9 times out of 10, it's probably not going to happen. Wellington spent a decade with TLC, a company that sells nutrition, wellness, and skincare products, before leaving in August 2025 to join Pharmacy, which offers makeup, skincare, and health products. There, she allegedly continued making bold income promises to recruits, stating, "I'm telling you right now, no less than 6 figures, no less. Repeat that to me, no less than 6 figures," and claiming she would create 60 new millionaires in 2026. Once again, if she could make 60 millionaires in 2026, she then once again would be God. Spiritual like. 9 times out of 10, that would not have happened. Once again, she is manifesting. She's putting it out there in the universe because she wants it to come true. Will it come true? Probably not. To me, is that scamming? No. Because you should be smart enough to know and be logical enough to think, oh, this may not be 100% true. So I'm not going to do this and invest in it, because 9 times out of 10, it may not work for me because I'm not the best at selling things. I low-key don't believe in myself. So why the hell am I going to try to believe in another person and try to help have this person guide me to do something that I don't even believe in, because I don't even believe in myself? That's how I feel. So take that for what you will, y'all. Let me know what y'all think down below about that one, because a lot of people have had a lot of things to say about Stormy ever since that video with the low vibrational plate. I feel like that's what really put her in the negative in the negative light. Once that low vibrational plate situation started coming out, people started looking at her with a glass lens. Okay, people started seeing and eyeing her to see what's really going on, because they felt that she was demeaning that lady. Okay, now a lot of her colleagues have came out in support of her, including her own daughter as well, who's defending her, saying, how could she be a scam and be scamming if she made a way for herself and she's trying to help other people make a way for themselves?
Paying for water, God, they got us down here paying for electricity. God, they got us paying for food that grow on trees. So she scammed me too by bringing me into this world that I didn't ask to come into. But you know what else she scammed me into? She scammed me into believing in myself. She scammed me into seeing like, wow, if my mama could do it, if this black woman that had, she was a teenage mother, she was a stripper, she, the whole story that some people have. If my mama been through that and she can make millions, multi-millions, and help other people do it too, that might be trying to give her their ass to kiss now. But let's not forget, she helped you put food on the table for your family. But if she could do that, it was like, wow, I can do it too. My mom scammed me into believing, wow, I don't have to be a rapper or an actress to make money. I could be an entrepreneur. So tell me how she scammed you, because that's how she scammed me. She scammed me too.
Now, to be honest, the daughter isn't the best support, because you've came out and said some very negative things about your mother. Allegedly. We've seen the videos, but I'm just saying. Okay. Do y'all think what Stormy does is a scam? Okay, please debate that down below. Please keep it cute. Do y'all think it's a scam, or do y'all think it is people being not intelligent enough to know that it may not work for them and to not join or attempt to do it? And I think another big problem is it's her target group. Her targeting a certain demographic is what makes her business look faulty. Because if you're targeting people that come from a low income housing and come from a low income background, they're going to automatically believe you and what you are saying because they've never touched or been near anybody that has obtained that amount of money who looks like them. That's where it looks bad, because of her demographic and her target group. Okay. Anyways, y'all, this has been the de-scamming, okay, the claims. Let me know what y'all think down below about this video, and we're all babies.